breaking news is that Burnley Football Club have confirmed that they have parted company with manager Sean Dyche. They currently have assistant manager Ian Woan, first team coach Steve Stone and goalkeeping coach Billy Mercer in charge. Dyche, of course, the longest serving manager in the Premier League, having been in charge of the Clarets for 9.5 years. He'll go down as one of the most successful in the club's history. This season they are really struggling in the relegation zone, but he has seen his side promoted twice from the Championship. He's achieved 2 top-half Premier League finish and qualified for Europe for the first time in 51 years. But Chairman Alan Pace has made the decision to relieve him of his duties, saying, "We would like to place on record our sincerest thanks to Sean and his staff for their achievements at the club over the last decade. During his time at Turf Moor, Sean has been a credit both on and off the pitch, respected by players, staff, supporters and the wider football community. However, results this season have been disappointing, and they say while this was an incredibly difficult decision with 8 crucial games of the campaign remaining, we feel a change is needed to give the squad the best possible chance of retaining its Premier League status." Under-23s coach Mike Jackson, assisted by Academy Director Paul Jenkins, Under-23s goalkeeping coach Connor King and club captain Ben Mee have been asked to take charge of the team for Sunday's game with West Ham. And they say the process of replacing Sean has begun and further announcements will be made to supporters in due course. Right, let's bring back in Jodie Morris and Jonathan Morgan as well. Just get your reaction, Jonathan, to this news. With just 8 games left, is it surprising that they've got rid of him now?
I think obviously Burnley, they've looked at everything, and the difficult job for the owners is they've got to make what's best for the club and what they see is best for the club for survival. So I'm sure they would have looked through all the data and all the information before making the decision. And obviously to relieve Sean Dyche of his duties would have been a very difficult task for them based on what he's done for the club over the years. So I think that obviously they see this as the best way to go forward, and obviously they'll be hoping now to make sure that this pays dividends in the immediate future to stay up.
There was a glimmer of hope, wasn't there, with that win over Everton, Jodie, and then unfortunately defeat to Norwich. You're going to need to be picking up points against rivals. Do you think they already had it in their minds, potentially, maybe ahead of the Everton game, that they were looking to do this?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I have to say I'm extremely shocked at this. But with, like you said already, there's only 8 games left. If he was to make a change to the manager, I would have expected it to maybe have come a couple of months ago. I can't see what the owners are thinking as far as who's going to be out there that is maybe better than Sean Dyche at trying to keep the club up. Yes, obviously they've not performed as well as they would have liked this year, but at the same time, okay, they dropped points against Norwich and after such a big win against Everton, but I just don't see how they're going to get someone in. I mean, the fact that you've got, I think it's 4 people or so maybe in charge of the next league game, that leaves it down to 7 if they then do change it to I don't know, more of a permanent appointment. But I just don't see it. I can't see what the pros are in this. Yes, listen, if they go on a massive run, I'll hold my hands up and say I was clearly wrong, but I just don't see the change of manager with only 8 games to go, and albeit it looks like there's only going to be maybe someone in charge with a minimum of 7 games because they've thrown people together to take the next game. I think it's against West Ham, so I'm shocked. Yeah,
do you think Sean Dyche will have been shocked, Jodie?
I think he should have a right to. I mean, listen, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You never know. There could have been some conversations or maybe arguments that kind of led to this maybe quicker than that they was expecting. But I think he'd be shocked. I mean, you'd think 9.5 years at a football club and with the success that he's given that football club and how well he's done, I thought the least that they could do is give him to the end of the season. I mean, I'm sure the Burnley fans, albeit, will be a little bit disappointed in their position in the league. I'm sure the Burnley fans would have wanted their manager to be given the opportunity to get them out of it, because we've seen him do it before. We've seen him get the club out of this sort of predicament before, and you would have liked to have seen him being given the chance to do it.